Caloroga Shark Media.
Ho, ho, ho! I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news Christmas stories. Yeah, we're getting closer now. Check your calendar. It's not that far away. Have you ever dreamed of waking up to a winter wonderland while gliding through the Alps? Well, this December, you can get hooked up because Italy has announced a brand new overnight Christmas train from Rome to Munich. By the way, having been to Italy, they've got their train system together. I went from Rome to Florence, and it was cheaper and quicker than if I went the 30 miles from where I live to New York City. I mean, just impressive. It is the Espresso Monaco, a limited edition train. It'll make 2 round trips, departing from Rome on December 5th or 12th, returning from Munich December 7th or 14th. Travelers can expect twinkling decorations, festive music, a cozy bar and a restaurant car, and even a small holiday gift to start the trip off right. You leave Rome's Termini station at 7:57 p.m. Been there. There's a McDonald's across the street, by the way. Sometimes when you're in Europe, you want either a big drink or a cold drink. McDonald's will sell you both. That's like, I know people frown on McDonald's, but when I'm in Europe, love McDonald's just for the large Diet Coke. Anyway, I digress. You'll travel overnight through Verona, Trento, Bolzano, Bressanone, and Brennero before crossing the Austrian border and arriving in Munich around 1 p.m. the next day. All right, so 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. It's a little long, but you're asleep for a lot of it. Plus, as the train winds its way north, you can enjoy the changing scenery from Italy's rolling countryside to snow-dusted alpine peaks. In the morning, you'll be in Munich's famous Christmas markets. Christina Aguilera's holiday concert film, Christina Aguilera, Christmas in Paris. We get a limited theatrical release in December. It celebrates the 25th anniversary of her 2000 holiday album, My Kind of Christmas. It'll premiere in the U.S. on December 14th and 21st. Christmas in Paris was recorded in Paris before an intimate audience of 250 guests against the backdrop of the Eiffel Tower. Are you excited for the Suffolk Tractor Light Parade? 150 people have already signed up. Every year, people line the streets and villages of Suffolk in the UK to see tractors decorated in an array of lights. The parade goes through Wickham Market, Woodbridge, Renlesham, and Tunstall. This year's parade supports the Suffolk Accident Rescue Service, the Rural Coffee Caravan, and The Nest, with a fundraising goal of more than £13,000. 4:30, Sunday, December 14th. This one is interesting depending on which side you fall on it or not, but I'll remind you, you're listening to 5 good news Christmas stories. The Sumner County School Board had to make a decision. What are we calling the thing where kids don't have any class in late December? Is it Christmas break or winter break? There was a heated debate for 3 decades. It was known as winter break. Last year, the board said, we're switching it, Christmas break. One of the school board members said, we voted on it with no public input and no chance to hear from our constituents. We did a bad job as a board because we didn't represent everyone by getting their feedback. One board member said, this needs to be called Christmas break because that's what it is, and everyone knows that's what it is. It's the reason there's a break in the first place because of Christmas, not some other holiday. Christmas was the reason everyone was disappearing. Where is everybody? Oh, they left for a week and a half to go to their family for Christmas. Others said, that's not inclusive of other faiths. One of the board members said, when we made this decision, we excluded kids. That's what I've taken away from the feedback I got. Some people said, why don't we just call it Christmas/winter break? Well, they voted. It was unanimous. And on the calendar for 2026, it will be called Christmas break. All right. Netflix has announced their holiday movies. I mentioned to my wife the other day, hey, here's the Hallmark thing. And she was like, I don't know. Even she was like, it's kind of the same thing every time, which I've been telling her for 20 years. There's a woman, she owns a bakery. This divorced guy comes by. They kind of connect, but not really. And then stuff happens. And then in the end, they're by the town Christmas tree and it's snowing. That's pretty much every movie. Now, Netflix has their own Christmas universe, the NCU, not to be confused with that thing Marvel does. The NCU is an interconnected series of Hallmark movies that started in 2017 with A Christmas Prince. Now, just last night, they put up a very vintage Christmas from 2019 that follows antique shop owner Doody, who finds an unusual box of sentimental trinkets in her shop and embarks on a journey to find the rightful owner, who, of course, is a good-looking dude. There's Dear Santa, a documentary about the massive effort that goes into Operation Santa, run by the Postal Service. There's Happy Christmas, starring Anna Kendrick. That follows Jenny as she moves into her brother's house following a breakup. While living there, She and her friend Carson convince her brother's wife that her life needs to change for the better. There's Christmas. Kelly Rowland plays Jackie, a hugely successful entrepreneur of a tech company with a messy family. What's more, she falls in love with her neighbor. That's right. And, of course, Tyler Perry's A Medea Christmas. Those all popped up last night. Now, looking ahead on the 7th, a holiday engagement starring Shelley Long. A woman hires an actor to pose as her fiancé for Thanksgiving. And guess what? They fall in love. There's also Christmas in the Heartland starring Sierra McCormick and Bo Derek. That one from 2017 follows two teenage girls from different worlds who meet on a plane and decide to swap places for Christmas. Then there's My Dad's Christmas Date starring Jeremy Piven, of all people. That follows a teenage girl who secretly sets up her widowed father, presumably Jeremy Piven, on online dates during Christmas. And then there's more, starting the 11th, but I think I'll save those for next week, because those are your 5 good news Christmas stories for today. Have a great day.